Good day, family. Wherever you are tuning in across the world, you are listening and tuning in to another exciting show of Senior Talk with Clara Hubbard, your resource and information show for people getting better with age. Well, let me tell you, we are in the most impactful time for Medicare information. Of course, we know our sponsors and gold sponsors are none other than Zing Health, where health is reimagined. Be very clear. Well, we had previous our part 1 and 2. We was with Sadia Selvey. She's the vice president of sales and marketing. Well, we decided to let her rest today because we have another expert with us, and she is representing sales and marketing in Indiana for Zing Health. Woo! Marion County, stay tuned and listen. Well, family and friends, don't delay because we are live and we're here to serve you. Don't forget, let me tell you also, do us a favor and go to the website. It's Zing Now, ZINGNOW now, or call 844-937-9464. Everyone stay tuned. Senior Talk. Be right back after our opening. Well, family, as I mentioned, welcome back to another exciting episode of Senior Talk with Clara Hubbard. I am your granddaughter in the community, and let me tell you, we are very, very excited for not a newcomer in the business of Medicare Advantage plan and navigating that maze. Hello, she is not new, but she is new to our network through she may be one of the newest face that you've seen. We've seen Luana Peters. We've seen Dr. Mason. We've seen Dr. Whitaker. We've seen Sadia Selvey. We've seen, what's my other friend? Teresa. We've seen everybody. And we saw the pharmaceutical. I can't remember her name. We're going to get that too. But we are here because, let me tell you, Zing Health has been everywhere. I almost want to use the term Zing Health is like the American Express Black Card. Wherever you want to be, they are there. I'm here in Chicago, is at my local grocery. I tell you, I saw a gentleman with a table, signed up a gentleman yesterday. We are not missing anything. If you got a red hat, pink hat, we're still offering opportunities to present to your group because this maze is no joke. But you want to be informed, well, we got an expert today. Her name is Sandra Harris, Senior Sales Manager for Zing Health, Brazil. With health is reimagined. I love that term. And we are welcoming you to Senior Talk. How are you this beautiful day?
I am absolutely amazing. Just like Zing Health, we have that saying. It's just an amazing day. No matter what the conditions are, Clara, it's always an amazing day. You can always find something good in the day.
Absolutely. Well, let me say this. We are in the very final days of this Medicare Maze. As we know, it's called AEP, Annual Enrollment Period. Some people say it's the blue and white card standard time of year, all those great things. So let's ask you, tell us about Sandra Harris and your network, because you're not just, you didn't just join this phase. You know what's happening for many years. So let's be introduced to Sandra Harris.
Well, first of all, I'm out of Indianapolis, Indiana, the great state of Indiana. And I've actually been on the Medicare side of business for 18 years. I just entered my 18th year in the Medicare Advantage space. But overall, and I may be dating myself, but I've been in the insurance industry, mostly in the management end, for about 30 years.
Girl, you look good. Getting better with age. Looking good. Getting better with age. That's all right.
That's right. Okay. And currently I am the senior sales manager for Indiana. And we have captive agents to here. We actually just hire about 3 months before AEP started. Claire, we want to enlarge our footprint here in the state of Indiana, as well as Illinois. And so we've added to our portfolio captive agents. They are hired by the company to sell and promote Zing, the amazing Zing health plans here in the state and around the country.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. What is the Medicare Maze? How do we take someone who is entitled to the benefits? How do we get them comfortable to have a conversation about Medicare?
Well, our job actually starts, and I usually have a little prop here to kind of help our seniors understand the process of Medicare. I hope you can see that on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, to most seniors, it seems very complicated, but this particular guideline will show you that there is a method to the Medicare madness. And it really starts when you either age in to Medicare or you become disabled for 24 months, or if you have a crippling disease like ALS or end-stage renal disease, then you can also join Medicare Part A and Part B. So after you have this card right here, you make a decision. Your first step is to obtain the Medicare card, Part A and Part B, if you want to be a part of the Medicare Advantage market or the Medicare supplement market. So most people get very confused when they feel that they have all these choices to make about what plan to go to. Well, actually, in the Medicare arena, you only have two choices, to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You have two choices, but you have many, many plans to choose from, many types of plans to choose from. So if I may put this prop back up once again,
Mm-hmm.
as you can see, hopefully, that we start over here. The option one is that you would need a Medicare supplement plan, which has been around for many, many years. And you will also need a Part D plan. So now you have the Medicare card. For option one, you have the Medicare supplement, which is known as the Medigap plan. And then you have to purchase a drug plan to cover your drugs. The second option, this is your one and only option besides the first option, is the Medicare Advantage plan, where we take all of this and this up here and we wrap it into the Medicare Advantage plan.
Wow. Okay. I'm already confused and I'm not even, but I can understand. So let's do this. One of the things that I try to encourage people is this show, Senior Talk, was built on education and information.
Yes.
That's where we start, that's where we end, and that's just it. Be informed. But we are asking everyone, I'm going to mention the number again, 844-937-9464, because there are many churches and ministries who have, let's think about it. Our faith-based communities are based upon elders, or we call them people getting better with age.
Yes.
So there's a great chance that a lot of them have the red, white, and blue cards, as they call it.
Yes, yes.
This is entitlement to you. There's no reason to be afraid to get the information for your better quality of life. And
Absolutely.
That's what Zing Health, their motto is. I love it. Health equity and health access. Absolutely. I know this is what we can do. So let's talk about the benefits. I know in our previous show, we dived in so deep. We talked about especially the Advantage plan, where there's so many zero copays for those with diabetes. Hello, disparities.
Yes,
we're knocking them down. So let's break that down in your own terms, if you would.
Okay. For the great state of Indiana, we have 7 plans. And we have the reason for the 7th plan is that Zing has developed what we call the give back plan.
Mm-hmm.
And, in the health industry, we're always looking for ways where we can make our seniors and all of our populations that qualify for Medicare and Medicare Advantage easier to navigate in the market based on their health needs. Okay,
yes.
That's number one. So with the Give Back plan that's brand new here in the state of Indiana, we give back Part B, a portion of Part B. because most seniors or anyone that is on the Medicare program have to pay for Part B. Now, there are some exceptions, and we'll get into that here shortly. But for the most part, most Americans have to pay Part B. And Part B, over the years, we have seen a great increase in the amount that each of our Medicare recipients would have to what? We have to pull that out of our pockets.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And so for this year, it went from 140 to 170. Okay. So that has hurt a lot of seniors financially to keep a plan and to pay for that Part B. The exception to that Part B is what we call the dual SNP, where you have Medicaid and Medicare. So if you are eligible and you qualify for Medicaid and Medicare, we have the dual SNP plans, and that is taken over as far as the cost by Medicare. So you don't have to pay that Part B. But for the rest of us that are aging in, or we're coming in through eligibility requirement because of disability, or you've moved or what have you, you have to pay that Part B premium. So with this new plan from Zing Health Insurance, our amazing Zing Health Insurance, we give you $55 back into your Social Security check. That's our give back plan. That is what helps you to feel more comfortable about money coming off of your Social Security check. And so we're getting tremendous response with that.
Yes.
So the new plan is called the Give Back Plan.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes, it is. And it's much needed.
Yes,
Claire, it is. It's much needed. And then we have in all of our plans, we do have what we call the zero copays. And the plans itself are zero premium. So that's a major start. And also for the primary care physician, okay, for all of these plans, for the most part, you need a primary care physician because Zing carries the HMO line across the board.
Okay.
So you have to declare a primary care physician, your doctor, right. Okay? Yes.
So let me say this. What I understand clearly is that through the COVID process, Zing Health became more visible, and I drew more understanding of health equity and health access because you thought about your patients not being able to physically see them, but then there was the telehealth, and then there was the many great things you were doing without being physically in front of your patients and clients. And I think that is standalone. But when you talk about the advantages, who other than Dr. Eric Whitaker and the team can put together a plan like this? Someone with years of experience and compassion for serving those who are underserved. So that's just my little, that's my statement. And
yes.
About me, but I'm just thinking about all the richness. That's why I'm so happy to be a part of Zing, because I said, Dr. Whitaker's there playing. I'm only 51, but you're doing it all around.
Yeah.
You know, we have the food, and you know, sometimes the gift cards to get food, and you talk about well-being. I mean, all of it. We even are working on now some things that help seniors to take away that isolation.
Yes, that's called the PAPA plan. That's the PAPA supplemental. And it does, that particular PAPA supplemental feature in our plans, it brings more interaction and engagement for our seniors that basically are stuck home because of an ailment or Medicare disadvantages for their health. And so that has been a great aspect of the supplemental benefits. Also, we have our food cards as well. And this year on all of our plans, the food card itself, that particular benefit has been increased throughout. So we're very happy and very fortunate as a plan that we can do that. across the board as well.
Yes.
And also we have what we call the not only the food card, but we have task driven objectives where if you go to see your doctor, okay, well, you earn monies for that particular event. We want you to take care of yourself. And by the end of the year, you can get as much as $300 for those extra services that you do. We want everybody to be healthy. We want you to be going to your doctor to see your primary care physician every year, or however long it may take. Okay, you may have to go a couple of times a year. We want to make sure that you're getting exercises, so you get points for exercising, and you get points for your preventative care, your breast screenings, okay, your mammograms. You also have your colonoscopy exams and screenings. So all of those features, we want you to take care of yourself each and every year and stay up with your wellness plan and listen to your doctor. So all of that, Clara, all of those particular services of the preventative care, and there's about 20 of them, okay, in the plan across the board, that we want all of our recipients of these plans to really take notice and stay up with their preventative services, because those are zero copays to them. And that's a tremendous opportunity and savings for them as well.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I need to mention, and you can expound on this, is that sometimes you can call the number. Let me just start there. You can call 449379464. But those who are watching, listening, and tuning in, because this is going to go to multiple markets, please be mindful that Zing Health, they will walk you through the process of the plan that's right for you.
Yes.
And sometimes this may not be the right plan. And it's okay. But they will at least give you a tentative head start or lead you to what could possibly be your next step. You don't have to use Zing Health if it doesn't work for you. There's a good chance, 99.9% that we do, and we will be okay for you. But that plan doesn't fit some person's need. But we will not leave you dry. Okay, good for, we don't work together, go away. No, we can still lead you to say, hey, this is not the right plan. Let me lead you to some other possibilities for you. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. And that's the reason why we do have a broker part of the business in not only just in Indiana, but across the board. And so as captive agents, we promote and sell the Zing plan, but sometimes that's not fit for a person's health, or maybe the doctor may not be in our overall plan. So we pass that on to our brokers, who are contracted with all of the major contracts throughout the states.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
So now that you join one of the leading companies, in my mind, companies and organizations owned by an African American. Hello?
Yes. Yeah, this is a minority company.
Yes.
That is starting to have the last 2 years, a major footprint, not only here in the state of Indiana, but throughout the country, throughout the United States. The second year, they came into fruition. They were able to actually purchase Lasso, Medicare Advantage plan in 35 states, Clara.
We're gonna be busy.
Plus Washington, D.C. Okay.
Absolutely.
So you talk about a company in a very short period of time, after their first year, they're in a position to purchase a major Medicare Advantage plan in 35 states and Washington, D.C. I have to say that twice.
You can't. And there was a video that I showed in our previous episode where Dr. Whitaker talked about expansion.
Yes, exactly.
So we're in Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan.
Yes.
Is that in Wayne County?
Yes, yes.
In Michigan. So we're not leaving anything untapped. So I am inviting everyone, please call the number 844-937-9464. The blue, red, and white card, or the red, white, and blue card, or that card in your purse that you just
or green.
all of them. Do yourself a favor and become knowledgeable. And as I said to those who are listening, if you have a church ministry,
yes,
if you have a red hat meeting, a lot of us are still Zooming to talk to each other. Please invite us. You're more than welcome to call our Senior Talk office also at 312-428-6919. We'll put you in touch. Get the information, be informed, be educated. These are benefits entitled to you. So if you would, since we are, this broadcast is in November and we are closing out on Diabetes Awareness Month, yes, our disparities are still in place.
Yes.
We've gotten our COVID shots. Some of us still need to get them. We've had boosters, but our disparities were some of the things we let go during this COVID process.
Yes.
We just wanted to know what was going to happen to me the next day, and was there something for me? So now the disparities, we can address those. We have some booster shots and things of that nature. So I know primarily the diabetes presentation and what we covered last week, benefits.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a show in itself. I could just stand alone and cheerlead for that alone.
Well, I tell you, Claire, we're very excited about a new benefit and feature in our plans, and that's the glucose monitoring device for diabetics. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That can be expensive, but I'll say this twice: it is zero copay on the amazing Zing health plan. I'll say it again: zero copay on our amazing Zing health plan. And that is a game changer for so many diabetics, not just here in the state of Indiana, but across the country as well.
Absolutely.
And so we're very, very, very excited about that. And then the insulin. We have a long list of special insulin drugs now on our plan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's zero copay. Zero.
Okay.
And it keeps our diabetic clients out of what we call the donut hole.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. They do not go into the donut hole, okay, which could be so expensive. That's something that we come in contact on almost a daily basis, Clara.
Mm-hmm.
So many clients, they're with companies that do not have these special benefits that's going to help them. I mean, they're taking most of their Social Security, $700 to pay for some of those insulin drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
They're name brand drugs. Guess what? Through Zing, we can decrease that awful, awful issue and make a difference and make life more palatable. Okay.
Absolutely. Well, you touched two things, of course. One being, okay, the grocery benefit or the give back.
Mm-hmm.
That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, the zero copay. Here we are in America. We hear it all the time. People having to make decisions. Do I go to the grocery? Do I buy my medicine? I can't get that much quantity anymore. I mean, that is a true decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Reality for a lot of people.
Right.
Here it is. I am with a company now that will give me a little something towards my daily living.
Yes. Yes.
And zero copay on my diabetic medications.
And the glucose monitor.
And the glucose monitoring. So tell me about that piece, because I know that is totally a standalone and I haven't heard that anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. It's a glucose monitor. It's a little device that they can place on themselves. They don't have to prick their fingers anymore and try to, squeeze the blood to the surface of their finger. I mean, that particular behavior is stressful in itself.
Yes,
for so many years, okay, with diabetic clients. And with the glucose monitor, it's just a simple feature that you put on. And every 5 minutes or so, I believe, it is tracking your blood levels. Isn't that amazing?
And that's also at no cost.
It's no cost. It's no cost, Clara. It's
life-changing.
Yes,
life-changing.
It is. It's a game changer.
I will tell you this: so many people And let me ask you this. Let's start over, Miss Sandra, because you know we sister friends now. What is the conversation we can encourage? Because sometimes some of us are just timid. We don't trust a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And this information can be, like I said, it's a game changer for a lot of people.
Yes,
How
yes.
do we get comfortable in having the conversation with someone and said, maybe you want to consider this plan? Or, I mean, what is the process? If I'm an agent or let me say, if I'm a customer, as I saw yesterday, there was a gentleman at our local store here in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
When I walked by first, the table was empty. He acknowledged another gentleman who came up and asked him information. Mm-hmm. What is that process like on site where you build a relationship or get someone comfortable to have the Zing Health Reimagine experience?
Okay, Zing Health, and I do love their strategy for incorporating partnerships
Mm-hmm.
in order for us to engage in a conversation, a simple conversation, because people are always curious too.
Yeah. Yes.
And one of the things that we press upon our agents is to set up events throughout their territory.
Mm-hmm.
And in those events, what's going to happen? People are going to come.
Yes.
And we take information that they would like for us to have, and they're always inquisitive. And we take that information down on what we call our C2C cards, which has the name and the address. And if, a couple of questions, if you have Medicare, and because that's important. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, we follow up with that information and we fill in all of those blanks for a potential client. That develops a partnership. And that is something that our agents, which we call business consultants, because they truly are business consultants.
Mm-hmm.
We're not out just to sell, but if a sale happens, we're all too happy.
Yeah.
But most importantly, we're going to answer those questions that most Medicare recipients have. And they've been afraid to ask because they feel that, hey, I don't know what it's all about. It's up to us as business professionals, and I include myself in that, to be able to develop those relationships almost on a daily basis. You can go to church, your own, local church, and develop those partnerships. And I definitely encourage all of our BCs. First, look at your inner circle and build those partnerships.
Yes, ma'am.
And we build those partnerships out when we set up additional events throughout the state.
Well, let me tell you this. I got a surprise for you.
What?
I did a video. I've been with Zing since 2020.
Oh, okay.
But let me tell you this. I did have a video for us, but this is what you're talking about in the community. This is Zing Health and Senior Talk at the Black Women's Expo in Chicago 2021. Everyone, this is what she's talking about in the community serving. Everyone stay tuned. And that's just a small snippet, but that's what I mentioned. I mean, in the community, we had a gorgeous display. We were at the Black Women's Expo last year, main stage. We had also an additional stage by your booth, and people were so excited because of the delivery. One, I've told Sadia, I've told everyone in management as far as I can reach that Zing Health, they just my friends and family, just like that. Because one of the things I appreciate is that you practice education and information. I have some clients who've in previous years, it just didn't work out. Because I don't like the energy of, I need numbers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna stop there.
Yes.
And so when you do that, even the person who you're working to work with, they can feel it too.
Oh, absolutely.
But I can tell you the retention is better when I can say, you know what, I have a question. Let me call my family at Zing Health and see or whatever their need is. That's what we are. We are health quality, health access, education and information. And so it makes a huge impact on how you're perceived in the community. And what I told people before is that I can represent Zing Health because I know who they are.
Yes.
There's a certain standard. Hello.
Yes, oh, absolutely. And we are not health salespeople.
Yes, ma'am.
We are health advocates.
Yes. Great statement. Great statement.
Yes, health advocates on the side of the customer or the client, okay? First, trying to understand what their needs are. And if you're busy trying to just promote sales, you'll miss the ball. We do not do that here at Zing Health. We are health advocates, and we'll go to our grave as health advocates.
That's right. So let me say this. We have a few more minutes. What is your closing remark? Of course, you're going to come back. We'll be seeing us. I'm in Chicago right now. She's in Indianapolis, but I have an office in Indianapolis, and we're going to hit the ground running.
Please.
We're going to hit the ground running. And we also want you to know that it's okay to ask. These are professionals with many years of experience. And there's not a forceful attitude that we take. We want you to be informed and make sure that you understand what you're entitled to. How about that? We can start right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I just want to say, as far as Zing Health, we may be a young and new company, but the leaders in the company, and I've had 3 years to look at those leaders, okay? The company may be young, but the leaders have wisdom of 25 and 40 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's
so
right.
We are very safe and secure. But it's most important to, first of all, realize that you need help. You need help. And there are professional advocates out there that are more than willing to assist you in helping you to make that decision. We impart the information to the public, but then after we impart that information, educating you on what is available to you based on your own personal needs.
Yes, ma'am.
You are in a much better position as far as a hopeful member of Zing to make that decision. Absolutely. Based on the information that you have, which is personalized.
Absolutely. And so we're asking everyone again, the website is Zing Now, ZINGNOW.com, or call 844-937-9464. I will tell you this, please don't wait until the last day.
Oh, no, we've got about 9 days left, Clara.
We've got 9 days left.
Okay.
So let's get it done. And there is another period where we're not going to tell you about that one because you need to call now. You need to act now. So give us a call again at 844-937-9464. And if you call the Senior Talk office, we'll be glad to direct you to Zing Now as well to get you a presentation. Please use this time. The holidays have passed. A lot of you are still using Zoom and internet. You can see this platform on many outlets: iHeart, Amazon Music, Radio Media. Oh my goodness, ClareHubbard.org. We have it all. So go back and hear our shows. But know that if you need more information on what you've heard today, please visit the Senior Talk office. Give us a call at 312-428-6919. Well, Sandra Harris, we finally got it done. Woo!
Yes, we did.
That's when you have people. Look, she and I have both been on roller skates.
Yes.
And we have decided to take them off to get this show done today. So it's by no means, like they said, delay does not mean denied. So we are making it happen.
That's right.
Everyone, let me tell you that our friends at Zing Health, they are turning 65 again. They look real good. Thank you for making us a part of your day. And we will see you next time for Senior Talk with Claire Hubbard.
Zing Health is turning 65 and dancing the night away. Zing is getting your extra steps in. Zing is your trusted partner helping you navigate the Medicare Maze. At Zing Health, we listen patiently to your health needs, personally guide you to the best Medicare Advantage plan, help you maximize your benefits so you can start optimizing your health today. Are you turning 65? Amazing starts here. Explore how Zing's Medicare Advantage plans help you feel amazing. Call 844-ZING for us or go to myzinghealth.tv.
Okay. How did we?